Top 5 healthiest meta mid laners. Are you drinking your protein shakes and smoothies, mid laners? These are the mid laners that are good for the meta, that when they're actively played, make League a fun game. Honorable mention to Talia, who I genuinely think is number 1, but I'm the most biased person in the world. But I genuinely think Talia is really fair. She has a lot of counterplay, even if you are a dash champion. She isn't really unfair. She doesn't have any complete BS ability, in my opinion. She's very skill expressive. Overall, I think she's very good for the meta. But I'm also a Talia OTP, so I am very, very biased, and I can't put her on this list in good consciousness. Brief disclaimer before I get into the list properly, this isn't like health for pro play, this is like health for solo queue. Like, what do you want to run into that's actively fun to play against? Number 5 is Hui. I think this champ's incredibly fair. Most of his damage is skill shots. I think like 90% of it at least. WE is the only non-skill shot damage I can think of. And he's really, really fun to play against, in my opinion. Like, yes, he's good in lane, but it kind of creates this fun, I guess, mini-game, right? Because he can't just hit you behind minions as easily as, like, Syndra or Orianna can. So you're trying to always skirt around the edges of the minions to dodge his QQ. Overall, I think it's a pretty fun mini-game, and I like playing against Hui. Number 4 is Orianna. Orianna is the definition of I'm a strong laner, but I have incredible weaknesses. She's very, very, very immobile, but she's really fun to play against. Like, it's a survival horror game, basically. If you can survive lane or get your jungler to gank her, the game's over for her, and you come across ahead. However, if she's just a better laner than you, it's going to be rough, but I personally think that's fun. I like laning, and Orianna does well into Talia, so I think if Orianna mains don't like the matchup, it's a skill issue. Also, I mean, come on, Shockwave is just like one of the coolest ultimates in the game. Giga hot take, I think 3 is Sylas. Sylas is very, very fair. Yes, he does counter mages like Victor and Orianna, but it's not unplayable for them. There is a lot of counterplay. He's very much countered by bone plating, and he gets outscaled, so there's like onus on him to make stuff happen in the early game. And I think that makes an exciting meta. Additionally, when Sylas is in the meta, you know there's going to be a lot of scrappy early fights, and that's always cool to watch. 2 is Galio. I'm a little biased here because I play Galio, but I think he's very fair. I don't have anything against Galio players. I think he can be kind of frustrating because you can't like punch through him, but he's also a neutralizer, so you can basically pick anything into Galio and be fine. And that's what I think I love about mid lane, is just being able to play any matchup, have fun, go impact the map, right? That's what I love about mid lane. I think the number 1 most fair mid laner I think should be in the meta permanently is Ahri. I think if Ahri's ever bad in mid lane, it's kind of a bad look for League. Ahri is the de facto mid laner. She is R8 scaling, she is okay early game, she has great gank setup, she has strong mobility, her playmaking is fantastic. I think League is a genuinely worse game if Ahri is out of the meta. What champs do you think should be in the meta? Let me know.